because he wants to have it all. He had living with a pretty classmate from his girlfriend. He never slipped up. He stole his friend's tablet in high school and never got caught. Now he's awkwardly a serial killer. He killed over 30 people, including a prosecutor, and he slipped away right under the police noses. This is after he went online to 6 days. But if you think Eidan is a lucky guy, you'd be very mistaken. He was bullied daily by a wealthy kid in high school. He barely finished military service and went to a low-tier college. He faces tragedy of unemployment right after graduation. Luckily, Eidan aims low and just wants to be a slacker. His store job helps him scrape by. As usual, Eidan passes the time looking at others' dreams. And bold drunkard came in to buy cigarettes. He demanded 100 things for something that cost $10. He gestured something insulting, and he tried to cheat the bill. Eidan held back his anger and went out to confront him. His companion hurried to pay and smooth things over. After all, he's just an old man. Eidan didn't take it to heart. Finally, when his shift ended, borrowed a hammer from the Danish store manager. He wanted to hand his new landscape painting home. Unexpectedly, on his way home, he ran into the pesky old man again. But this time, the old man napped on the curb. After much thought, Eidan chose not to interfere. But he saw the old man's companions walking ahead. He couldn't help but remind them, "Uncle, your friend is sleeping over there. Get lost!" The friendly uncle suddenly turned cold and fierce. Eidan awkwardly flipped him off from behind. He found he faced a mirror. He awkwardly thought to apologize. Eidan got stunned by a slap, and the uncle dropped his bat to open fire. The fallen speaker set the mood for the fight. "I told you to get lost, you brat. I've said it before, get lost." Even with Eidan's strength by his side, Eidan had the edge. But the sudden punches and kicks, it triggered memories of his school bullying. Eidan never fought back. In that instant, he lost his restraint. With a surge of unknown courage, he brought hair from his back. He planned to nail a freedom painting on the wall. But the first swing came down on the uncle's head. Eidan's mind slowly came back. He watched the scene in disbelief. The shopman surprisingly got up smiling foolishly, muttering he was to go home. Then he collapsed weakly onto the ground. The man is dead. He cared about the consequences he would face. He was trembling with fear. A woman with a dog was walking towards him. Luckily, the woman was just lying, but the dog was excitedly running around. Finally, the man and dog walked away. He numbly ran back to his rented room, desperately scrubbing the blood. The immense fear filled his mind with illusions, imagining the older man, with blood on his head, crying how his old mother lives, and the police would soon apprehend him. The scene of his mother fainting in pain. Is his life going to end like this? He endured torment from his conscience. He searched if manslaughter helped his sentence. He got through the night like this. He noticed the picture not hung. Finally realizing, he left the murder weapon at the crime scene. Although the heavy rain washed the scene clean, there's no surveillance at the crime scene, but Officer Jan found a store bag from the victim. He got store surveillance. Off to find someone to ask. Seeing him so tense, it casually asked, "Did you kill them?" "What?" "Just kidding. Anxious, I didn't share it last night." The moment of thinking to confess. Officer Jan. Fingerprint checks matched. Just as Officer Park said, they were indeed killing each other. They also found witnesses. Their statements were consistent. Said they were arguing because they were drunk. Witnesses saw the two fighting with a brick and a speaker. Even the old man's wife gave a statement at the station. She confessed her affair with Uncle, wait for the kids' exams to end, then divorced the old man and married Uncle. Now they have all the motives and means for murder. Police decided to close the case. Eidan, frightened, wished to keep lying low, but Officer Jan kept feeling something was off. He kept checking the store's footage. Here was a clip of Eidan borrowing a hammer, blocked entirely by a fly. So Officer Jan returned to the store. He pretended to ease Eidan's worries about that day, but he was closely watching her face. What did she seem to face? This cleared her doubts. Soon after, the police matched the uncle's DNA. They discovered he was a wanted class fugitive. Eidan was stunned by the news. Turns out the uncle wasn't a burdened middle-aged man. The moment of moral relief, seeing the uncle appear again, he grabbed the uncle by the neck. The innocent souls wronged by the uncle filled the entire room, reaching out bloody hands, straining with Eidan. The police inquiry is paused. Eidan, blood on her hands, returned to her normal life. However, the hammer lost at the crime scene was now neatly wrapped up, shut up on the blind woman's table.